What's good, everybody? What the heck is going on? I'm back with another live stream. Shout outs to everybody that watches the content. If you walk in the building or even if you watch the replay, hit the thumbs up. Let's get straight into it. All right, I'm going to Asia Pacific, otherwise known as APAC. I'm going to travel around a little bit. As you saw in my video just now, I had a lot of places planned, a lot of stops, a lot of journeys, a lot of things to see and do. We're going to make some changes. We're going to call some audibles to what we have planned. It's going to be a good experience nonetheless. I'm going to have fun. We're going to make it a good time. Go ahead and throw this up here real quick. All right, guys. So as you see here, hold up. I got an ambulance and police sirens. New York, son. All right, as you guys see here, we're going to Japan, Taiwan, Korea. All right, guys, we're going to make a lot of stops along the way. We're going to go to a lot of places. We're going to try to do a lot of things, try a lot of food. We're going to try to, see what the nightlife has to offer. We're going to see what we could get into. We're going to try to make it a good time. So the show today is going to be a little bit about what I have planned, kind of what I want to do. Also, a little bit about some things that are happening in the travel space, some things that are going on which might impact travelers, might impact me as well. And we'll also probably just keep it short, keep it sweet. I got things to do. So let's get right into it. Okay, as you guys see here, Japan, Taiwan, Korea. All right. This isn't everything on the list. It's just a few things on the list. Want to go to Tokyo, that's for sure. That's where I land next Tuesday or Wednesday. Time zones, I'm lost. Tokyo, Kamakura, Osaka, Seoul, Busan, and Taipei. All right, guys, those are the main stops that I have planned so far. As you saw in my earlier video, I did have a whole bunch of other places I had planned. I had Thailand, I had Vietnam. We'll get back to that a little bit later, but first things first, I want to give a shout out to somebody. We're not going to say no names, but I got this book right here, as you can see. All right, this is a book. It's called Far, Far East. I got this from a special friend of mine, someone that gave me this book. I'm wishing them the best. I'm not with this person right now in life, but I'm grateful I got this book. I've had this book for some time, so now that I'm planning a trip out there, right, there's like some things I gotta see that's in this book, So shout out to you, you know who you are. Wishing them nothing but the best, And we're gonna just take a quick look at this book real quick and show you guys some of the places. All right, so that's Busan. That's Busan right there. So Busan kind of feels a lot like Medellin. It feels like Comuna 13 from that look. It's called the Rainbow Village. I saw that in this book and I was like, yo, Busan is like that? Word? I got to go check it out. It feels kind of like Comuna 13 with all the favela type, colorful bricks, the colorful homes, stuff like that. Some things I'm really looking forward to, I was just looking through this book, because the person that gave me this book isn't with me at this time in life, so it's just like nice to kind of look back at it and be like, I'm finally gonna make it over here, so now that I'm gonna make it over here, let's see what I can get into. Let's see what else. I think there's a few things that are valid in here, guys. Let's take a look at this real quick. Not gonna take too much time out of this live stream to talk about books and shit, but let's see what else I got here. Another one that's on my list right here. All right, this one's gonna be a little bit tougher. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult. This is, I think, the Taroko National Park in Taipei. It's gonna be east. I think it's going to be far east, about 2 hours outside of Taipei. So I'm gonna have to plan a trip, at least a day or two, maybe try to go over to Taroko. It's not, I don't think that's the name of the village. I don't think that's the name of the town. It's just the name of the place I'm gonna go hiking. It's on my list of to-dos. I didn't put it on the list as you see here in the thumbnail, but hopefully I can make this like a little bonus for y'all, for everybody that's been rocking with me, and a bonus for me as well, because I've been traveling all around the world. I'm grateful for what I got, and I got to live my life to the fullest. So there's a few spots in here that I really want to check out. I got this book from somebody, and I was just like, astonished. This is Seoul. That's Seoul. So as you guys see here, I got a book right here called Far, Far East. I got a couple other books, hiking books and nature books and all types of books, like New York books, all types of shit. But I got this from somebody that's not with me right now in a time of life. So the best way to remember them, the best way to embrace my travels, just took a look at this book, man. It's really getting me excited for what I got going on. All right, so let's try to play this one more time for you. We're calling audibles. We're changing up how we're moving. Some of the places we're not going to go to, some of the places we might go to. I'm trying to figure it out as we go. So I was looking at some things. I was trying to make some moves. I got some ideas, right? I'm definitely going. I got my flights booked, set in stone. I got my flights booked. I'm going to Tokyo. I'm going to take the Shinkansen train. I've already been to Japan, so I already know where the JR line is. Take the JR line to the Shinkansen, take the Shinkansen down to Osaka. It's going to take me like 2 hours, right? So that's going to be easy peasy. I've done it before. And I think the way the Shinkansen train works is if I sit on the right side of the train, when I'm passing Kyoto, it should be on my right. So I'm gonna get a nice view of Mount Fuji and just see what Mount Fuji looks like while I take that bullet train down to Osaka. It's gonna be lit. So definitely doing Tokyo, definitely doing Osaka. I'm flying from Osaka over to Seoul. I'm doing Seoul for like a week. I'm staying in two different neighborhoods just to try to get different vibes. I'm staying in Hongdae. I don't know if I'm saying it right, guys, but we're staying in Hongdae for the first couple days into the weekend. We're flying on Thursdays. That way I get a good deal on some flights, and I also get some time to kind of see the neighborhood, see what I'm getting into, and also get that weekend stride. So I'll be in Tokyo right in time for the weekend, and I'll leave Tokyo right before the next weekend, which will be Seoul on Thursday. So everything's going to be moving on Thursdays, guys. My flies, me flying in, me flying out, it's going to be on Thursdays. I'm going to be going into different, hotels, different places, Thursdays, probably Mondays. I'm trying to go to different towns, different neighborhoods, see things. I'll be in Tokyo for about 4 days. I'm going to go to Kamakura Beach. So I'm going to take the JR line. I'm probably going to take some local city trains as well down to Kamakura Beach outside of Tokyo. I think it's like an hour and a half. I'm a city boy at heart in New York, so to go all the way to Coney Island, to go all the way to Far Rockaway, it takes like about an hour and a half, 2 hours anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and just take that, and go out there for the beach and see what life has to offer out there in a Japanese beach I've never been. I'm gonna take one day to go to Kamakura. I'm gonna take 2 days in Osaka just to go to maybe a few areas. Maybe go back to Dotonbori. Dotonbori feels like kind of like the Times Square vibe of Osaka. Osaka's like the party place. I could probably go out there any night and just have a good time. So that's what I'm hoping for to get into. I also didn't get enough of the Susenku Tower, the Susenku area, so I think I want to check that out a bit more. Also a few more ramen shops. Maybe I could try to find and find some hidden gems. So from Osaka, we're going to Seoul. Seoul is popping, apparently. I'm going to do Hongdae from Thursday to Monday. And then I'm doing Myeongdong, I believe. I don't know how it's pronounced, something like that. I don't know. We're going to figure it out as we go. We're going to do Myeongdong from Monday to Thursday. And that's going to be more of like the center of the city. There's going to be the tower, the big famous tower. I'm going to go probably check that out. I'm going to try to stick to the activities that are in Hongdae for Hongdae and Myeongdong for Myeongdong. And then from there, Korea also has a high speed rail as well. So I'm going to take the train down. I want to take the train down to Daejeon. No clue where that is. I think it's a popular city in South Korea, but I don't really know exactly what's over there. I'm just trying to figure it out. I saw Daejeon on the map where the train goes, and I could literally stop there maybe for 2 days and just check it out. See what's up. See what's going on over there. See if there's anything that's worth visiting. Um, then if I don't get to do Daejeon, then I'm just gonna swing straight down to Busan. I have about 4 days planned in the city of Busan. Then I have about 4 days planned at the beach. It's I forgot the name of the beach. Hyundai Beach. Hyundai Beach. I don't know. I don't know what kind of beach it is. Beach, please. But anyways, so we're gonna try to do the beach in Japan. We're gonna try to do the beaches in South Korea. Let's see what it feels like. Let's see what the vibe is like. I want to check it out and see what's up. So doing about a week, a little bit over a week in Japan. After that, I'm gonna do a little bit over 2 weeks in South Korea. Then from there, I'm flying from Busan. So I'm going from top part like Tokyo down to Osaka, flying over to Seoul. Then I'm going from Seoul down to Busan. Then I'm flying to Taipei, Taiwan. And I'm gonna spend at least a week. I want to do like at least 5 days to at least a week in Taipei. They say you need at least 5 days in Taipei. I usually try to give myself a week to try to give myself a break. For those of you that don't know, I make money with AI. I do AI consulting and prompt engineering and seed variation coaching. So I might try to give myself a day or two, maybe so I could just make sure my side business, I serve my clients and I stay focused on not just having a good time, but also on my main business, my main hustle. So I want to do Taipei. My flight is already booked. The Airbnbs and the hotels are already booked for Tokyo, Osaka, Seoul, Busan, Taipei. There's a few places I still got to book. There's one place got to book is Daejeon in South Korea. I want to try to do 2 or 3 days out there, so I gotta see if I could book something that might be worth it. Also, see what I could get into while I'm down there. And then also in Taiwan, I want to go to Kaohsiung. Kaohsiung as well is really south. It's like one of the most southern parts of Taiwan. I want to go over there. They have some traditional aspects. They also have um, some beaches down there, like an hour south, further south of Kaohsiung. Uh, I want to check it out. Here, there's a lot of night markets. Here in Taiwan, there's a lot of night markets. I'm seeing a lot of food night markets in Taiwan. I'm hearing it's a big place to eat, cheap eats. You know, I like street food. I like going to street vendors, talking to people out in the streets, just kind of hearing their story, trying different food, walking around, and see what else we get into, right? So we're doing that. We're going. So yeah, that's it. I think from Kaohsiung is not set in stone just yet, but if I do Kaohsiung, I'm going to fly from Kaohsiung possibly over to Thailand. All right. I know Thailand's a hot spot. You know, some of you guys have already been down there. A lot of the people in the travel space have already been to Thailand. It's not a place I'm going to rush to. It's one of the more places where, you know, the American dollar is still kind of up right now. So you haven't really been seeing a hit. So I'm not really in a rush to go to Thailand. Plus, all the people that are already going down there, they're making the block hot. The block is too hot in Thailand right now, so I'm just like, it's either going to be Thailand or it's going to be Vietnam. One of those two. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'll be spending about 5 weeks in 3 different countries. And then maybe by the third week from today, I'll probably have an idea in mind if I'm going to go to Thailand or if I'm going to go to Vietnam or some other place. So, talking about our moves. Now, since we're talking about Thailand, this is my perfect segue. Let me go ahead and get this up real quick so I can kind of just talk about this. And for those of you that don't know, a lot of people go to Thailand. They say it's an expat haven. For those of you that are new to the travel space, people love Thailand for the good food, the nightlife, the culture. They call it the land of smiles, right? And hopefully I get that energy while I'm down there. But one thing I noticed is I was just like looking at Thailand, and looking at the news, and now there's like almost a war going on. I'm like, it's not a war yet, but there's definitely been some outbursts and stuff. So I don't know the full scheme, the full rundown of what exactly is happening right now. So let's talk to Grok or let's talk to ChatGPT and let's see if we could just get a summary of what's happening right now. Let me just share my screen real quick. So let's just talk to Grok real quick. Grok is better than ChatGPT for those of you that don't know. Um, Utilize Grok because Grok has more up-to-date resources, can provide more information for you guys. So I just went into Grok. I was like, hey, what's going on with Thailand and Cambodia right now? Because for those of you that don't know, I was just like looking at Thailand, and my Google search comes up, and what comes up? Thailand and Cambodia border war, right? They were like fighting. There's like videos. You may have seen videos surface on social media about missiles being, fired at opposing sides. So let's just see what Grok has to say. There was a border clash July 24th between Thailand and Cambodia. All right. All right. Killed at least 12 people, 11 Thai civilians, one Thai soldier, 31 injured. And apparently it's one of the biggest conflicts that have happened one of the deadliest conflicts that have happened in over a decade. Right. I don't know anything about this. I'm an outsider looking in, but as a farang, foreigner, it's just kind of good to know what's going on. I know a lot of people. I know we got a lot of people that do border runs. A lot of people go to Cambodia. They go to Laos. They go back to Thailand. They go to Laos for a week. They go to Cambodia for a week, and then they go back to Thailand. You know. So what's happening right now is that a lot of the physical borders, between Cambodia and Thailand are having massive conflicts. So that's another thing to note right now, guys. And hopefully, if you guys are traveling too, maybe you could be aware of this as well. All right, so now we got Thailand conducted airstrikes using F-16 jets, targeting Cambodian military positions. All right, what's next? Cambodia accused Thailand of initiating unprovoked attacks. All right, border closures. See, I don't gotta. How did I know this was gonna happen, guys? How did I know this was already gonna happen? But for anybody that's doing the physical border runs, if you're on the land doing border runs, it's very unsafe right now. Be safe for everybody. If you're in Thailand, Cambodia, or Laos, they all touch each other. Pause. No diddy. Those three those three countries all touch each other, so they share some borders. And for anybody that's doing physical border runs, be very careful. Let's keep going. So as you see here, border closures. Thailand has closed all land border crossings with Cambodia, banning travel for tourists and traders. I can't make this shit up, man. I just Googled this today. I just Googled Thailand stuff today. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to Thailand, if I'm going to Vietnam. And this came up, and now I'm here figuring out that, border crossing might be a little bit tougher for Farang, and for everybody that's trying to cross through a border to Thailand. So Thailand closed their borders with Cambodia, banning travel for tourists and traders, except with the exception for humanitarian cases. Okay, doctors, students, stuff like that. Cambodia has banned Thai imports, fruit, fuel, and media. All right, okay, so we're already seeing some low tier, low grade type of sanctions that are already happening. They're banning some of the stuff that's coming in and out. Tourists aren't going to be able to do, on the ground visa runs. So for those of you, I hope you guys are out there being safe. Don't try to do no visa runs on the ground. Maybe try to fly to Cambodia or fly to Laos to avoid the physical encounter with the physical on the ground visa running right now. Let's keep going. Political fallout. Thai Prime Minister, I'm going to butcher his name, was suspended by the Constitutional Court over a leaked phone call with Cambodia's former leader, criticized for undermining Thai military interests. All right, Cambodia Prime Minister and his father have fueled nationalist sentiment, escalating tensions. Both sides accuse each other of initiating hostilities. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see what else. Diplomatic tensions, guys. Diplomatic tensions. Cambodia recalled its diplomats from Thailand, and Thailand expelled Cambodia's envoy after a Thai soldier was injured by a landmine. Oh, shit. Which Thailand claims was laid by Cambodia. Oh, shit, guys. All right. Don't go to those rice fields. Don't be going to those rice fields, man. You're gonna lose a leg. You're gonna lose your body. But anyways, it's not a joke, guys. It's not a joke at all. But it's crazy to see how everybody's kind of beefing with each other right now. You had the India and the Pakistan. They were kind of going at it back and forth. We already have all the other big dogs. You're aware of all the other wars happening around the world. This is like the biggest thing to happen since India and Pakistan, I'd say. I mean, we already know Russia and Ukraine. We already know Israel and Palestine. We're not talking about those. But to see some of the other side of the world, the Far East is now getting into their own beefs, having their own problems and stuff. So this is going to be tough for everybody. It's going to be tough for both of Cambodia and Thailand's, economic standpoint. Bangkok was just hit with that massive earthquake. The real estate there took a toll. People kind of fled Bangkok. So now to kind of see this happening, is Thailand going to be in a good place if they pursue this war? I'm not saying it's going to be a war. Hopefully things get de-escalated, right? You never want to actually end up going to a war. You don't want to have like a nuclear fallout, a nuclear winter, as they say. But yeah, Thailand's not looking like they're in a good spot right now. They're fighting over land between Cambodia. They were hit with a really bad earthquake recently, which a lot of people fled Bangkok. A lot of people fled Thailand. So it's going to be a tough spot for Thailand right now. Things might be changing in the future. Who knows? I think they were also trying to roll out a visa process as well. I don't know where it stands with that. I gotta look into that. Let's go back to this real quick. All right, let's go to, oh shit, no, get out of here. Economic impact. All right, guys. Cambodia's ban on Thai imports and Thailand's threats to cut exports and internet services to combat Cambodian cyber scam centers. Historical context: the dispute echoes past clashes. Notably, in 2011, 20 people died near Preah Vihear Temple. The International Court of Justice ruled the temple belongs to Cambodia in 1962, a decision that Thailand disputes. Let me say that again, guys. A temple that Cambodia says it belongs to them, Thailand is saying, nah, bruh, that's mine. It's mine, bruh. Oh gosh, isn't that what we have over in the Middle East right now? Fighting over sacred land, or the idea of sacred land. Man, I thought Thailand was the land of smiles, but and it's gonna be the land of beef pretty soon. I think one thing to note is, traveling to Thailand, don't let this change your mind. Don't let this, really get you messed up. You should still travel to Thailand. It's just something to be careful for anybody that's going to be on the ground, close to those areas, close going to Cambodia, going to uh, going to Laos. A lot of people do just travel on a bus. They get on a bus, go pay maybe 10, 15 American dollars to take a bus to another country and do a border run. So it's kind of interesting to see what's going on. All right, man, we got the first comment of the night. Shout out to Lance Stone. What's good, man? He says, Thailand and Cambodia at war. Yeah. Yeah, bro. War is about to start. I mean, war is starting everywhere. War is happening everywhere. I don't want to sit here and say this could be a good time to go to Thailand, but if Thailand does push the idea of war, it will it will benefit the expats that live in Thailand, because those expats that live there, they don't have any obligation, right? If there's a war happening and they're just chilling in that country, if the war just pops off too crazy, they could just leave, and that's what's going to happen. Some expats, if this war does escalate, some people just might want to leave, like how the earthquake came and hit. A lot of people just ran out of Bangkok the next day, you know. And so it was a good thing I was there able to visit in May. That's what's up, bro. I'm jealous. I'm jealous you got there before shit started popping off, because now things are popping off. There's beef. There's beef all over the world. Some people are beefing India and Pakistan and Thailand, Cambodia. I definitely want to go to Turkey, but Turkey's already too close to some other areas. You got to watch out for how you move. So just traveling, keeping that in mind. Lance says NYC in the house. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know. NYC in the building. Lance, you from NYC? Que lo que, manito? We uptown. We uptown. Uh, Uptown Manhattan. So what's up? Thank you all for being here. If you guys are seeing it now, we are getting it popping. We're going to Asia Pacific, Asia Pac. All right, I'm going all around the world. All right, going all around the world, guys. All around the fucking world. Let's get it. All right, I'm taking you guys on this journey with me. Going Japan, Taiwan, Korea. Okay, there's gonna be a few more places I want to go to outside of the list here. I want to go to Daejeon. Daejeon in South Korea. It's mainly in the center of South Korea. And I want to go to Kaohsiung at the south of Taiwan. So there's some places that might be some bonus DLC content for everybody that fucks with the channel. I really want to kind of just try to put some different places on the map that, a lot of other people might not be going to. Going to Colombia in September. Bueno, buen viaje. Oye, Lance, buen viaje, okay, man? I hope it's a good time. It's not a full-scale war, so let's see how things play out the next month. Yeah, pretty much so, right? It's like we're gonna have to take it easy. I think the expats are gonna be chilling. If the economy does hurt in Thailand, The expats are going to take advantage of it, and that in return might kind of help the economy in and of itself, right? If the economy takes a hit, if the Thai baht drops in value because of the economic turmoil between the war and the tariffs or the trade deals that are like being cut off between Cambodia, that might impact their Thai baht. It might impact the dollar to the baht. And if the baht drops, the people that are already there, they the bot boys. They got the big bot dollars, you know. People that travel there for a week, 2 weeks, they're gonna have their fun. They're gonna go out there and be like, oh, I could get, you know, 5 more massages in Thailand. Let me just go ahead and spend for that. So, you know, that's what's gonna end up happening. So there's gonna be some good things, there's gonna be some bad things. Let's hope that they keep the peace and yeah, let's see if they find a solution. And it says Brooklyn, what up? We got Brooklyn in the house. All right, okay. We got Brooklyn in the house. Yo, I'm tight that the Brooklyn Mirage still didn't open. The Brooklyn Mirage still didn't open. I'm still waiting on a refund for this concert that was supposed to, I had tickets to this concert and at BK Mirage. This should have been closed. BK Mirage never opened this whole year. People are upset. I'm still waiting to get my tickets back. So I don't know, man. He goes, three good choices. I was in Taiwan in May too. Damn, bro. Yo, I gotta take tips from yo, you got consulting? Lance, you do consulting, bro? I might have to hit you up, man. Lance got the spots. Man. I thought I was gonna be the first one going to Taiwan. Somebody beat me to it. What the fuck? God damn it, motherfucker. You already beat me to it, man. Now you made the block hot. God damn. That's what's up, though. I want to go to Taiwan. I hear the food there is good. I'm hearing the night markets are good. I want to get some content of the night markets. There's some that are popping. They say some that are trash. I'm just gonna try to walk around and see how quickly I could pick up whatever language I could pick up. So I'm gonna be in South Korea. All I know is really Japanese, and my Japanese isn't even that good. So, you know, we're just gonna go out there and have a good time. I want to be out there and try to live life a little bit. Let's see where we at. Let's put this back up for anybody that is just joining now. We got our next stop over the next 5 weeks. 5 weeks, 3 countries. I'm trying to do about 8 different stops on this trip. All right. I'm going all over the world. I'm going all over the world. I'm gonna be like my boy Lance Stone. All right. He's in Thailand. He's in Taiwan. He's going to Colombia. Damn, bro. He's already beaten me to the punch, this motherfucker. I tell you. But anyways, we're gonna do it big, y'all. We're gonna do it big. We're starting in Tokyo and we're gonna work our way down Asia Pacific. All right, we're gonna start off in Tokyo, work our way down Asia Pacific. I'm gonna go from Tokyo, we're gonna go south to Osaka, fly from Osaka to go to Seoul. We're gonna go from Seoul down to the south of South Korea to Busan, go from Busan to Taipei, Taiwan. You go Taipei, Taiwan, go south of Taiwan, all the way go down to Kaohsiung. And after that, who knows? It is what it is, as they say, es lo que es. So we're gonna try to have a good time, see what the fuck is up. I wanna go just fucking just be out there. All right, 3 good choices. I was in Taiwan in May too. I was only there for a day. Yeah, man, if you're already in like Japan or South Korea or Philippines area, it's easy to get to Taiwan. So I thought I want to go over there while I'm over there. The main reason why I picked Taiwan and South Korea is because I was looking at countries that don't have an entry process right now. You know, Taiwan doesn't have you can just fly there and walk. You don't have to do anything at customs. You know, if you fly to Japan, if you've been to Japan before, you have to do you have to go online, fill out the entry requirements. Some countries you go to, you might have to get vaccinated. You might have to show different records. But South Korea and Taiwan, you can just fly there, land, and you can just live your life, you know? So I saw those places. I was like, I haven't been there. Let me go check it out. Since I'm just gonna get there and I'm gonna land, it is what it is. Yeah, land. Yeah. Don't even try to make content, man. Everybody's fighting to make content nowadays. It's tough in this game. Clearly a lot of people that are in the space, they're doing what works, right? And the chicas is what works. Everybody wants to go out here putting chicas on camera because put girls on the camera is gonna get you the views, right? We already know how it is. We already know how it is. But hey, I've been traveling the world. I'm not gonna say I don't indulge in those activities. We're all men. We all pay for it somehow. You know, but to be absolutely honest, I've been to Cabo. I've been to Colombia. I've been all around the world. I was in Japan for a month. I've already done these things. If I want to have some chicas, want to be with some ladies, I typically don't try to put it on camera, but maybe I'll sprinkle it in there a little bit. I'll sprinkle it in there. I want to go to one of those sexy girl places in Japan, though. We'll see how it is. I'm going to Taiwan and see those little dancer girls that do the sexy dances and shit. I'm go out there and see what it is, see what it's like. I was in Japan when I was in the military back in 2012. God damn. All right, man. Thank you for your service. And salute to Lance Stone. Thank you for your service, bro. Because military is one way to see the world. And another reason why a lot of people sleep on the military is the benefits, man. When you're young, you don't think about, what life has to offer or what you can do with those benefits. But you do, what is it, 8 years or 10 years in the military, and you can get like some type of um, veterans benefits, right? I think it's like 8 years or 10 years in the military. I don't know what it's like. I might be off, but yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Who's in the military? All right, let's go right here. We're gonna go to our next topic real quick. Let me share my screen. Nothing big, nothing too crazy. I'm just gonna go ahead and play this. If you guys already know, this is Skylar. He is, I would say, of the expat of Brazil. He really puts Brazil on the map when it comes to the life that he tries to live and putting you guys on game on where the spots are and where to go and how to move, right? So check out his channel if you haven't already. He's big and known in this passport bro space and this travel space. So it's kind of cool to see his content. I've showed some love on his channel before and I've hit him up before and stuff. So we've had small dialogue. I'm just a supporter of his content. I support a lot of these people that are entrepreneurs trying to live their lives and also do this YouTube thing. So let's just play. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Let me know if the audio is trash, guys. Is that working?
We're going to Osaka next time.
Damn,
for sure.
guys. Struggle streaming.
So you don't give him too much game. Headed to Tokyo and Og and smack him up city and Osaka. So we're going to Osaka next time for sure. We're going to Osaka next time for sure. We're not going to stick around in Tokyo.
All right, guys. Why did I play that? All right, guys. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. It's not like it's a flex. It's not like I'm trying to be like I'm cool or I'm that guy or something. But I have supported Skylar. I think this is just a little proof in the pudding, that your boy be out here. All right. Your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber is me, Brody. I'm out here. All right. So Skylar, you're welcome. I'm glad it sounds like you had a good time. It sounds like your story time was good. You got a lot of engagement on your channel. That's what's up, man. It's good to see my son out here. My son, he listens to the advice I give him. All right. A lot of people sleeping on me, man. I don't got a lot of views. I don't got a lot of followers. These people can sleep on me, but hey, man, it's good to see Skylar is out here trying to live his best life. He's going to different countries. He's just been sitting in Brazil. It ain't shots at him, right? I'm just telling you guys that I got the sauce. I got the game, right? I got the game so much, I put Skylar on. Okay, now he's putting y'all on. Okay, isn't that a blessing? It's weird how the world works. You know, the world has a weird way of working. But anyways, I just wanted to share that quick bit because it's just interesting to see. You know, I want to make sure that people have a good time, that people are safe and do their thing. There's a lot of areas in Japan that are very safe. You know, I might try to be a little risque when I go out there to Japan this time around. Last time I was out there, I definitely didn't know how to take the train. I didn't know how to move. I didn't know how long it'll take me to get out the airport. So, you know, this time around it's gonna be a lot different. I'm gonna know where to go. I'm gonna know the spots. As you guys can see, I put people on game. All right. So it's what's up. If you're just tuning in now, we are going on a three country 5 week trip. All right, guys, 3 countries, 5 weeks. I want to do at least about 8 or 9 different cities. Okay, there's a few places missing on the list. Daejeon in South Korea is one of them, and Kaohsiung in Taiwan is one of them. All right, so man, we're alive. All right, we're alive and we're doing it live. All right, this is all I pretty much had to say today. I want to give a special shout out to this person that bought me this book. You know, wherever they are in life, I wish them nothing but the best. This person is no longer with me in life. You know, all I can say is, you know, I'm gonna put this book to some good use. I got some good ideas of some places I want to go check out. You know, I think Rainbow Village in Busan is going to be a big one I want to check out. The beach in Japan, the Kamakura Beach, is another one I want to check out. So there's going to be a lot of places I want to see, a lot of things I want to do. With that being said, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Another thing to note, if you guys fuck with the content, you guys are fucking with my content, I'm going to try to go live a bit more during my travels. All right, I'm trying to upgrade, I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to do a little bit better from a content creator perspective. Okay, so I think I might try to live stream at night in Tokyo. I might try to live stream at night in South Korea. I might try to even live stream if I could in Taiwan. I got to get all that figured out. I have a hotspot. I think the hotspot is unlocked and it should work in other countries. I'm going to do some testing before I leave America, but we never know until we get there, right? So that's it for the show today. I want to thank you all for being here. As I mentioned before, guys, we are going far, far east. You heard? We're going far, far east. Going around the world. I've already been to Japan for over 24 days. So going back is going to feel like nostalgia to me. I'm also going to go to some new places I've never seen before. I want to try some food I've never seen before. And I want to meet some people I haven't seen before. You know what I mean? We're just going to keep it at that. All right, y'all. So special shout out to everybody that's been fucking with the channel. And special shout out to hold on, wait, where we go? Right here. Special shout out to Lance Stone, my boy. All right, man. Salute and thank you for your service. Lance Stone, not only was he in the military, but he also follows my channel and he's a subscriber of my channel. So shout out to you, Lance. It's good to see some people pop in here every now and then, show some love. I really appreciate that. I'm going to try to go live this weekend here in New York City to do some testing on my hotspot device. and then I'll be flying. I'll be in Tokyo about Wednesday or Thursday of next week. All right, guys, it's been real, it's been fun, but it hasn't been really fun. You heard? I'll catch you. Till next time.